free, my friend. Hey. Yeah, I'm gonna take them off in a second. My feet are actually really stinky right now because I just been doing a bunch of house chores. Like I cleaned up this morning, did trash out, blah 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 blah. But I will. Got these bad boys on, so let me sit on my back porch, patio, whatever they call it. Let's see. I haven't used this phone in so long. Let me turn the volume down. And where's my bento? I've already cleared it out. But I will. I'm gonna cut up some vegetables though, so I'm not gonna be touching up on my feet all that much. Even though I am gonna rinse my veggies. Let's see. I do want to listen to some little music. But yeah, I'm making cornbread dressing tonight. I got a like turkey breast, and I'm gonna roast that. And I was like, well, I'm just gonna make cornbread dressing also because it's amazing. Let me turn this stuff off because this is my old phone. I upgraded my phone after. This is the replacement for whenever I got in an altercation at the dollar store with a racist lady and I lost my phone, so yes, you did. Panda bears are so cute and cuddly. Seeming. Okay. Turn off these notifications. Panda. Honestly, I think it's cute because my daddy used to call me a panda. And I'm biracial, so I'm black and white. Hi. You don't really want to see them. They've been in this. I've been doing house chores all day. Going back and forth to the dumpster and check the mail. Yeah, I'll show you. But I do have to cut these veggies up. Ew. They're all sweaty. Can you tell that they're sweaty? I am gonna rinse my veggies before I put them in my cornbread mixture. Okay. Cancel. I'm gonna put a playlist. I haven't smoked also today. Any reefer? Can you smell them? Ew. They actually do stink. See, these are just like my house slides now, basically. Well, I wear them everywhere. But they're nasty and caked up. I can actually feel the heat coming out of that. just gonna plate this. Plate all. Thankful to be off of work. I had a bad headache last night, migraine, I think. Anyways, we got some sticky feet, and I got to I gotta cut these veggies. So I think that one's thick enough. Yeah, I'm making cornbread dressing. I need to sit these. You sit it over here. Actually, should have brought a little trash bowl. On the back porch, I got this huge pot. I'll sit it right there. Actually, let me scoop you guys back some. That big too just twirls around. It's double jointed. That's why I can do that. I'm just using a coffee mug. I mean a beer mug to hold you guys up. Is that better? I was actually I didn't even put them on my feet all the way. I just, slid them on. They're all squished down. Okay. How do you guys cut it? I take the center part out. I still use it, but then I just do. I'm a home cook. I love cooking. I don't like using chopboards. Is that what they are? No, cutting boards. Chopboards, cutting boards. Very hands-on. Then I'm gonna chop these pieces into little tiny cubes. I got half a bell pepper because, honestly, no one really in my house eats. Oh shit, I forgot to get my collard greens. I have collard greens. I gotta chop up too. But I use scissors for that. Chopping them up little tiny. Let's see, Friday. What are you guys doing? I do have collard greens that I'm gonna have to step back inside for and get. I keep the stems on my collards. Any of my greens actually. This center onion, I take it out one more time because you always have this one piece, right? At least one piece. The fly lid, I mean, that's the only thing about being out here. And it's getting hot. Well, it's been pretty hot, but this year is super muggy. Okay, that was quick and easy, right? Got all my celery. It's just celery, bell pepper, and onion. That's what I put in my greens. My cup. I mean, not my greens, my cornbread dressing. And I'm gonna chop these into tiny little pieces. But let's switch over to my scissors. Smells so good. It's Friday. So I roasted a turkey breast. Well, I have it roasting right now. I have a Cajun style turkey going. Turkey breast. Hey, my dog is at the back door window, Jackie Chan. Thank you, hon. Said hi. 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 I think I said hi like every time back too, right though? Hello. ¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo estamos? Center's dirty. I don't understand it. Someone's right here. But you can tell it kind of started to dry out, right? Since when I first took off my slides or the shoes. I've been in a very cleany mood today. I've just been wanting to clean. My daughter just had her birthday. She turned 20. I've been a mama for 20 years, guys. That's crazy, right? It's like an achievement for me, anyways. I'm like, okay, I kept this child alive and healthy and, you know, career oriented. 20 years. My son will be 19 in July, so I've been a mama for a long, long time. Doritos, yes. Fritos. Like if you were to combine like blue ranch Doritos, Fritos, and salt and vinegar chips, that's what you got. That's what's going on right there. Can you smell them? I can smell them. I can smell them over the onions and the bell pepper. I have this little, it's like I guess it would be like a desk fan. It's a small like box fan. I have it on my little coffee table towards the end of my bed. And last night whenever I got home from work, I took my work shoes off and I propped my feet up on the table while I was eating a popsicle. And I had to turn the fan off because I did not want to smell corn chips and Doritos. I was like, damn it. Took my socks off, threw them in the dirty clothes hamper. It's good. I've just been doing house chores. Even though I didn't go to sleep until later, um, around 1 a.m. I got up at 7:35. That's my alarm time. It's 7:35 each morning, besides Saturday and Sunday. But my like internal clock still wakes me up like around 8, anyways. And yeah, I got up, mopped my bedroom floors. Well, swept and mopped my bedroom floors. Then did some kitchen cleaning up for preparing for what I'm gonna cook tonight. I have this little roaster that I had to wash out a little bit, and just some of my um, bowls, plastic bowls and shit that I'm gonna be mixing my cornbread and stuff. Hi. Hey, hun. Oh, it says hi. Like it was supposed to be something. I was like, why is this things repeating itself? Hey, hun. And it says sunshiny day. So yeah, took some trash out, emptied the trash bins in my bathroom and in my room, cleaned up like my nightstand. I had like 5 empty bottles of water just laying there, and gummy, some gummy wrappers. Well, not wrappers. It was just a gummy bear package. Had a yogurt that I didn't throw away. So yeah, I just picked up, tidied things up, uh, freshened up my couch. I love taking a vacuum after my couch, like spraying it down with fabric cleaner shit. And now I'm just chopping up my vegetables and thought I'd come on because I actually wasn't gonna come on yet. I have some videos that I think you'd love. Not really, but kind of, but not really. Like, I'm an odd person, but oh shit. My pit bull, her name is Mama Dog. I'm not sure if she's even a mom, but I rescued her um, from a place here in Las Vegas whenever I first moved here in 2021. Anyways, she's an old girl. I think she was like, they had her estimated already at like 8 years old at the rescue place. Anyways, I've had her since 2021, so she's like, 4 years older. And she loves fresh bell pepper and celery, so I keep like the little knots like this for her. She's laying at the door actually. Okay, we got all I mean not cucumber, all the celery cut up. I'm almost done with the bell pepper. I think there's like 5 more pieces. And then, clap your hands, because it's making me happy. I gotta cut these onions in tiny pieces. They're kind of easier though, right? Because like they stay connected. Like I can do like multiples. When I first moved here, I worked at a store that is now closed. The 99-cent store, no 99-cent only store. But I've had these scissors. They're my favorite scissors, even though they're not kitchen scissors. I think they're actually fabric scissors. Are they ticklish? Thank you. I don't know. I don't have. I mean, whenever I was little, yes, but like I said, well, like I was gonna say is that I don't. I don't know. I can't tickle myself. I mean, like the center of my foot is a little bit more sensitive, but other than that, I don't know if they're ticklish. You wanna try? See. I'll wait patiently. See if they're ticklish. Yeah, my dogs are just sitting at the back of the sliding glass door. I actually need to wash these windows out here. I washed the inside, but the outside is pretty dusty. But I can see inside. I can see my dogs. My little dog is Jackie Chan, and I've had him since he was 6 weeks old, and that was in 2016. So he's an old guy too. Yeah, every time I lean forward, I don't know if it's my actual shoes or right here beside me, or if it's my actual feet. But they're more powerful than bell pepper, celery, and onion. It's kind of horrible to say. Okay, how many bell pepper pieces do I got left in here? I have one. Okay, got 6 pieces left. So we're gonna do 3 at a time. I love Fiona Apple. What are you guys doing? What y'all got going on? Is it an off day? Plans for the evening? Nothing to fill my mouth. I'm gonna have to go inside unless it takes one of my daughter's here to bring me them collard greens in that clean bowl on the counter. Actually, I'll just hop in. I just don't want my doggy dogs. Actually, I'll just finish chopping this bowl of vegetables up, and then whenever I bring this to sit in the fridge, I'll grab collard greens. But you know, collard greens out here in Nevada, they're just not quality. Like back home in Florida, and the part of Florida that I lived in was like the Florida Alabama line. So like the Emerald Coast, Gulf Coast, and I can get like giant bushels of collard greens that are like this tall, big full leaves and long stems. But out here, ooh, they're all wimpy and weak and wilted. And yum diddy dum. My mama dog is looking at me. Oh, let me stretch my legs some. This is I think I have short legs probably. Really packeted bell pepper. That remind me not to leave these little pieces of vegetables out here either, because I don't want any extra flies. Let's get up these onions. You hear her? She's tapped the door. She's like, can I come sit out there with you? I would let her, but I don't want a bunch of hair flying around. My music. It's 12:12. So it's noon. It's noon. It's noony. Yes, yes, yes. Mm-hmm. Something like that. Do you guys think that now, like, okay, so I'll be 38 this year on the last day of Leo, right? So I'll be 38 this year, and excuse me, my kids are grown. They're starting to like venture out and do their thing, and so it makes me feel like, well, I'm like proud that I have like grown kids, and they got through all their basic schooling, and my son's going into trade school, and my daughter is like looking into social services and stuff. But me, I'm like, I'm starting to actually, I guess, feel slightly free, even though I feel like there's this like strong need of like, let me turn this on. A strong need to still like be a big mama's house type. I love it though. That's why I grew up with my grandmas, my black grandma, my white grandma. They both were, you know, house house women. Taking care of the house and stuff. Um, but in kind of two different ways. But anyways, I feel like I don't know if it's just in my genes, my genetics. I just feel like I need to be making like full home meals and checking on them and all this stuff. And I start thinking about like dating, but I don't want to date because like I'm set in my ways. Yeah, I'm August. On the last day of August, I'll be 38. I mean, not the last day of August, but the last day of Leo, the 22nd. But yeah, it's just like I don't know. I was in such a long relationship just recently. I mean, like actually, I think it's coming up on a year that I've been yeah doing this stuff completely my way. I feel slightly liberated, but I'm also like, damn. Because me personally, I just don't like indulge in anything unless I'm with a partner. So, you know, I like, damn it. But then I don't want to have to like re, re, to not teach, but like, I guess re-explain things. I don't know. It's like, it just seems like more of a trouble to date somebody after you've been in a long-term relationship with someone. I'm like, ah, yeah. Well, it's nice because I love conversations. I have a lot of interest. But I'm like, maybe I should just keep those interests to myself and indulge properly without like other people's opinions. What's that say? I have such big bad vision. Is it 28 or 26? So, yeah, so we're super close. We're almost birthday twins. I had a girlfriend, like a friend when I was growing up, girlfriend in high school. Well, I've known her since we were little, but we had the same birthday. I was just a year older than her. And then sometimes if you don't skip ads on YouTube, that shit will literally play you an hour-long podcast without your permission. What am I gonna make? I'm chopping up, I did celery, bell pepper, and white onion because I'm gonna make my cornbread dressing. And I got the other day I got a turkey breast, like like the bone-in, like well, not the double turkey breast, but just like the whole breast. And I have it baking or roasting right now. And I did that Cajun style, Cajun seasoning, blackened seasoning, just your basics. And I'm also gonna do a pot of collard greens, collard greens, and I don't really feel like making anything else because I got a lot of veggies in here. But that's it. I might make some white rice to go with. So yeah, this right now is for my cornbread dressing. And then when I bring this in, I'm gonna grab. I got a small bushel of collards, collard greens. I found out that I say a lot of things the wrong way, but I don't care. I just think it's because my mama's super country, and so like half the words she said, she only said half of the pronunciation. For real though, I love it. I love feeding. Back home, feeding the community, anyways, or feeding friends and loved ones. Back home, that's what everything, all the family gatherings. I had 6 sisters, right? There's 7 girls in total and 3 boys. And like like I said earlier, I'm like the big mama type. Like I literally learned all recipes from both sides of my family. Love being in the kitchen. I was the type that where I love, like I had a better relationship with like my bus drivers and teachers than like other people. I always wasn't like my daddy would say, you need to get your nose out of grown folks' business. Get your nose out of grown folks' business, girl. So I just became a very good listener. Yeah. Anyways, yeah. Also back home, I used to, as my weekend extra money, right? I would make all types of food, right? So I made like Filipino food, like lumpia, pancit, and then I would do like regular traditional southern food. So I would sell shish kebabs and barbecue chicken and stuff, all fresh right there for people. Pork chops. There's this one lady in Po' Boys, mostly shrimp. I lived right on the Gulf Coast, so you know, fresh seafood is a big thing. But I'm particular. It has to be right, or I don't eat it or make it. I actually think it's like a stimming type of thing. Like, I'm not, wiggling my toes like for like on purpose. Anyways, it's just what I do. Like when I'm just chilling. I don't know if any of you guys do it or have like girlfriends or wives or anything, partners that did it, but like I bounce, like when you lay down, it's kind of like you just I don't know, it's I used to lay upside down on the bed or just like my feet against the wall up high. Read. I love reading like that. So many motherfucking onions. I mean, this is the amount I need, but like, it seems like every time I flip it over, there's like a whole stack more. And I used to be, I used to be the actual manager at back home at the local high school in the cafeteria place. So like, even though like I'm a home cook and I love chopping up shit like this and everything, I know the professional way of doing things too. And I'm still actually here in Nevada. I'm food certified and everything like that. So I'm not gonna make something that I would question if it's like, I have a crazy story. My mom, one year, like once I turned like 17, I started taking care of like, instead of my mom cooking, um, I cooked all the big family meals, even at that age. Um, but my mom, she was like, I want to do something. And I was like, well, I like your potato salad. I was like, you make really good potato salad. Why don't you do the potato salad? Well, this little lady, she's like this old white lady. She's short, like, she's like 5'1", strong as fuck. She's like built like an ox, right? But she's this little white lady. You don't want to get punched in the mouth by her. But anyways, everybody, all the food was made. I got me some potato salad. And my mom came and whispered over to me. She was like, be careful with that potato salad. And I was like, what do you mean? And I was like, you got some eggshells or something in it? She was like, no. Whenever I was putting the sweet relish in it, I hit the jar too hard and there might be pieces of glass in it. And I was like, what the fuck, mom? I was like, people can eat that shit. I was like, she was like, I think I got all the glass pieces out. She was like, but just be careful. And I was like, well, you need to go tell that to everyone, not just to me. Because they're going to look at me like I cooked that shit. If there was a girl who would find me, I can have the road just rolled up behind me and treat me. I'll make the most of it. I'm extraordinary. Just me. If there was a better way to go, then it would find me. Treat me. I'll make the most of it. I'm an extraordinary. I try to live a super positive life. Filled with empathy and sympathy and love and joy and just kindness. I think it's the best way to get by. I used to be married, right? I got married at 17. Had my first child at 17. Had my second child right before my 19th birthday. Their father died don't, it's not, I can only laugh because it's my personal story, but he died in 2010 from brain cancer. So I became a widow at a very, very young age. And then a single mom also. So we've just been chilling and trying to be happy and be kind and soft and accepting. And I believe that with your everyday struggles or your personal struggles or just your life struggles, I think they are so much easier to overcome or to wade through if you are a sympathetic, kind, humble person. So that's what I still strive to do. Hello. Chef, how often do I cook? You know, I make a whole meal. I make whole meals five, five, at least 5 days out of the week. And these are meals that are like full meals. Even though my kids don't stay here as often, you know, they're off doing their things, staying with friends, you know. Um, yeah, there's always. So last night I didn't cook because it was a work night anyways, but I didn't cook because the nights prior I made giant meals. Yeah, today's Friday. I cooked full home meals. Um, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, not yesterday, and today. Um, I'm not planning on cooking tomorrow because this meal is gonna be a bigger meal, and I love cornbread dressing leftovers. They like turn into like squares. But yeah, I cook quite often. I did fried catfish, um, homemade hush puppies. I did some home fries um, on Wednesday. Okay, I think I'm complete. I did a Mississippi pot roast on Monday with homemade buttermilk biscuits. And then I just had, I did black eyed peas. They were canned, though. No black eyed peas are canned. Okay, let's throw these onions over the balcony. Choo, 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 choo. Yeah, my son actually came up to me. He was like, "What do you want for Mother's Day?" I was like, "I don't tell you what I want for Mother's Day. You just like give me something." I was like, "You know, it's, you don't have to even actually give me anything." But yeah, I need some. I gotta go get those collard greens out of the refrigerator. A Thai spread. A Thai spread. Oh, too. Yeah, I can. I sure can. Would you like to see it though? That's the question. Could I see you spread your toes? And I'll be like, yeah. Let me smell them. Smell. Oh, I don't like it. It's hella corn chip. Heavy on the corn chip. But I haven't did my eyebrows in so long. My cheeks are red. My nose is red. But I'm gonna chop up some collard greens next. See all this? Oh, I had a crazy thing happen, right? So, my Cash App, right? I've had it for 7 years. You know, it's always been a thing where like I actually have stocks on it, like the stocks that I've bought into, and I got this random message, like about Del Taco for this homeless person, right? Because it's super cheap, like you know, especially it was actually a Tuesday, so like I was able to get the person like 12 tacos for like I don't know $8 or something. The next day, I got a message from Cash App saying, fraudulent list. I was like, what the fuck? I've had this card for like 7 years, and no, it's just regular, you know. I send my kids if they need money sometimes. Excuse me. I was drinking some Dr. Pepper. So then I had to move all the money that I had in savings, which is not a crazy amount, but you know. And it cost me $32. I was like, what the freak? These are piercing scars. I used to have so many weird piercings. I was definitely an emo girl. Well, not really. Kinda. In my own, makings. I don't like for people to influence me. I just like to make choices myself. Let's go get these collard greens. My hair is so frizzy. It's humid. Excuse me. I gotta grab that other piece of onion also. So I think I'm gonna leave these. Let me put these lines back on. Does anyone ever like just um, make a pile of like the dirt and dust and debris that's on your floor? Just make a pile because you're not completely done cleaning. So I gotta put these on. Okay, I misstep. Texas. I'm sure it is. It's hot in Nevada too. I kind of do want to go to Death Valley though, but I don't want to go in the middle of the summer. Texas. Sorry, and please no one ever get offended with like my accents. I just like it's all out of love. All right, be right back. I got this freaking. I got my mop bucket right there, but my son's had this BMX bike for like I don't know when he started high school here. Okay, Tejas. Texas. If you want, oops, a daisy. You guys are gonna see this. Right? You'll hear my ankles crack. God, my hands are wet, so I can't hold this raggedy ass door. There we go. Okay, different container, a zippy lock, bacon. Y'all don't be looking at me like that. I'm not gonna give you any bacon. Just go lay down. I didn't close the back door all the way. I think the trash trucks might be out, so it might be loud. Have a good one. Thank you for stopping in. Y'all see this? I don't know if any of y'all know what collard greens look like. But this is a very, very sad bundle of collard greens. Take these shears off and adjust them. Yeah, no, it's literally just these. As soon as the little wind came by, it's colors. Okay. Like the bundles of collard greens back home, they're actually together. Like it comes with the whole system. It's like this much longer. Got big old leaves. See that? My grandma, either one of my grandmas seen me this day say, you need to get your money back, baby. Go on and get your money back. These are short. When I came out here, I couldn't find no bold, because I eat bold. I love bold peanuts. They don't have to be Cajun or anything, just regular bold peanuts. Let me show you how you do it. So typically your leaves are bigger. Well, from back home, your leaves are bigger. Your stems. So the way that I was taught, it's kind of like tobacco leaf, like how you do tobacco leaves. See, look at this. That's a tiny. Had some probably some aphids or something eat up on it. Like, these are throwaways. And you get your bigger leaf, put your little leaves in, roll them up. I got my zip up right here. And I was going to get some cabbage for a different meal. And I use my stems. They make good pot liquor. And if you don't know what pot liquor is, it's just your flavored liquid from boiling at the end. I love it. Once your collard greens are all nice and soft, and the fibers are broken down so it's like edible. Because there's pretty strong fibers in collard collard green leaves. Anyways, let's try to get a head of cabbage. Cause I got a ham in the freezer. Just a small regular ham, but I have it in the freezer, and I was like, yeah, make some cabbage, some ham. No, cabbage is nearly $4 a head out here. I don't know if it's like that back home or where you guys are from, but this is a kind of not a bad piece, but dry piece. But yeah, the cabbage, I was like, what the fuck? It was like $3.47 for a head of cabbage. I was like, they got me fucked up. Yes, boiled peanuts, they're so good. Like back home, you can get them on the side of the road. Like there's a peanut man. Just get you some fresh boiled peanuts. My mama actually lives in a part of an even more like backwoods part than where I grew up. Now that she's with like her partner, her old man, uh, they sent me some. She was like, "I'll send you some of them peanuts. We got that peanut field across the street. I can go over there and get you some peanuts." And she was like, just don't know how they'll hold up." I was like, "Don't worry about it, Mama." She was like, "I feel so bad for you, baby." She's like, "You don't get to get the stuff that I know you like." I don't know if you guys know Kaneka sausage, but that's the sausage that I love and grew up on. It's just like smoked sausage. Well, they have Cajun too, but the links, the baby links, are the best. And I use that to make my llama beans. And I just haven't since I've lived out here in Nevada, Las Vegas. I haven't been able, I've made llama beans, but they just don't have the essence that I like. Because I don't got no damn Kaneka sausage. These little motherfucking flies are starting to buzz now. But I think it might be because they just took the trash too. There was one that was flying around, and now there's like 3. Stop scratching on the door, mama dog. You can wait, I'm almost done. Kids always complained about the smell of cooking cabbage or collard greens at first. Because they smell like farts. You gotta hush your face there, or they keep landing right there on the big toe. They're like, One thing I am glad though, there ain't no horse flies out here. And giant crickets, grasshoppers, boy, I hated that shit. I had this giant green grasshopper attack me one time. It's probably about like 6 years ago before I moved out here. I was in my bathroom and I could hear it hollering and making noise and shit. And I was like, "Don't you?" I was just like kind-heartedly threatening to smash it if it jumped on me. And literally, as soon as I got off the toilet, because I was looking around, I was like, "Where the fuck is that grasshopper?" And I seen it. Them big old ones, those big old green ones that look kind of like leaves, and they scream at you. seen it and I found it and I was like, if you jump at me, I swear I'm gonna squish you. I'm gonna squish you good. As soon as I got off the toilet, that motherfucker jumped on the back of my neck. I think the reason why I don't like crickets is because I used to fish with them, or like be made to fish with them, and they bite you. Whenever you're digging in a live cricket bucket, the motherfuckers bite you. They're pokey. There's some things. It's not like they scare me or like I just don't want them. I don't want them motherfuckers jumping on me. Getting beetles. Y'all ever got beetles stuck in your hair? If you have like ethnic hair or thick hair, them beetles that fly around at night, like by the lights and shit, that be like popping off the wall and hitting the wall and shit. Those things get stuck in your hair. They are so hard to get out. And like you're crunching it as you're pulling it out your hair. Horrible. So this is one. Damn, I forgot to get the other part of the onion. Chop up a little bacon. I don't use much. I got a whole bacon grease jar in there. I use about this end down here for that amount of collard greens. I got some. Okay, this can be put in the produce bag until I get inside. You know Bar S brand? Bar S brand back home is the cheap bacon. But out here for some reason, this shit's like almost $7 for like a 12 ounce pack. And how I do my bacon for my collard greens is super thin like this. And what I first do is put my bacon and my onions in with some minced garlic, fresh garlic, like you can get in the bottle jar. I do that, and I get it not crunchy, but I render the fat pretty well out of the bacon, and then I throw my collard greens in that, and I give it a stir, let them get happy for like 5 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes, and then I put my water in. I don't use no chicken stock. I know some people use like chicken stock and the collard greens and the beef stock. I just use water. But I did grow up the type of person, well, the type of child that, you know, we didn't have a huge garden, but we had decent seasonal gardens. So we'd have snap peas and field peas and okra and tomatoes. We tried corn a couple of times, but it never really worked out. Always had peppers, like bell peppers, jalapenos. And I would sit there with my mama and do some field peas, snaps, popping up pods, popping open pods. Alright. Dutch chore is complete. Maybe one night we can have a cooking night. Let me throw my shit away. Okay, this is crap. This is trash. This is trash. The greens. This is trash. All I gotta do is do a little bit more onion, but that can wait. Let's get comfy. Excuse me. So, I'm ready for them to open this pool up. I've lost some weight. I just got hangier skin, which is whatever. So I have a couple of swimsuits that I know might be too big, but I got some that were too small that they might just be right now. See that lost weight? I mean, I still have my muscle, right? Mm-mm-mm. Dang, the dog sounds close. It's my Jackie Chan. His name is Jackie Chan because he's a Jack Russell and a Chihuahua. So because I have like this whole dyslexic thing, I was like Jackie Chan, and he did some amazing stunts. It's almost time to smoke a joint. Not quite. I try to get like all the things that like, especially on my days off. I try to get the stuff that I need completed done first, and then I can reward myself with a vibe check. See that fly? See if I can get it. Hello, Mr. Hank Rogers. Hank Roger. Hank Rogers. Do you know the actual Hank Rogers? Is that where you got your name from? Or is it your real name? Hank Rogers. I grew up on 90s country. and westerns. Oh, I got a dry piece. You see that? Oh, they're all dry. I'm doing good. Yeah, it is my feet. I can smell. I can literally smell my feet because my shoes are all the way over there. This is the thing that I deal with the most. Y'all don't be looking like this though. Oh shit! I can't see far away. My bad. Now that it's in my face, I see that it doesn't say Rogers. My bad, my bad. My bad, sorry. These prescriptions are real. These glasses are real. But the prescription is kind of wonky. I think you're like, like where I have the phone set up, it's like 2 feet. Thanks. I really did thought it said Hank Rogers though. I have an Uncle Hank. And I love Hank Hill. Well, I don't love Hank Hill, but I grew up watching King of the Hill. Yeah, my lips are dry. I shaved them the other day, but I've yet to put lotion on. See, now I've got it like messed up. Oh, see this? This is spread apart because I have a haircut. And this part of my thigh, my thighs be, well, they're still really big, but they used to be way bigger. And so, like, this part of my thigh where I've lost weight, it's like all jiggly. And I love short shorts, but I feel like I can't wear them because, like, this part of my thigh. See it? But I'm like, huh? Can't change it. Not gonna get any liposuction, skin tightening. If I lost like 100 pounds, I'd probably have to have skin tightening. But I'm not planning on losing 100 pounds. I would be a shell of a woman. My armpits and my under boobs, everything is starting to sweat. It's very humid for some reason. It's usually pretty dry here. But it's a humid day today. Jackie, leave her alone. You know she don't want you humping on her. She's an old lady. She doesn't want you humping on her. Dude, she's an old lady. She's an old girl, and you're an old guy too. I gotta fix this. His, what's it called? His dog tag, like with his rabies shots and everything. This little loop is bent. He likes to sleep under my bed. Jackie Chan. Jackie Chan. What's the matter? You want a hug? You want some nuggets? Where's your nuggets? trash. Go, go. That's so scary sounding dog. You guys hear that dog off in the background? Sounds like a strong dog. Uh-oh. It's making my dog's ears pop up. That just make the blues worse. Shamika said I had potential. I got these side dips now. Like where it's still meaty, right? But I got these side dips on my thigh. Okay, guys, I think I'm gonna go in, bring this trash in, put the unused bacon in a Ziploc. And I gotta cut up another little piece of onion. I'm pistol for the airborne. I'm good with it soon. Ooh, 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 ooh. Echo, echo. Ooh, ooh, ooh. That's just me, Jackie Chan. I was making that noise. Do, do, do. Happy face. There's actually more degrees up here. All right, guys. I'm gonna go finish up my duties and smoke a joint. See you later, alligators.